Many cat owners believe that if a food is healthy for humans, then giving a tiny piece to their cat should be harmless. After all, it is only a small bite, a little taste from the dinner table, a quick snack while cooking in the kitchen, something natural, something common, something sitting in millions of homes around the world right now. But there's one everyday food hiding in kitchens everywhere that can silently destroy your cat's body from the inside out in less than 24 hours. And the terrifying part is that most owners do not realize the danger until the damage has already started. Because unlike obvious poisons, this food does not kill immediately. At first, your cat may appear completely normal. They may still walk around the house, still purr beside you, still eat their food, still sleep peacefully near your bed. Meanwhile, inside their body, something catastrophic is already happening. Millions of red blood cells are quietly being destroyed one by one. And by the time the visible symptoms appear, the situation may already be critical. The food we are talking about belongs to the allium family. Garlic, onions, leeks, chives. Foods humans use almost every single day without fear. To us, garlic simply adds flavor. Onions make meals richer. They smell comforting while cooking. Entire cultures build recipes around them. They feel harmless because for humans, they are harmless. But your cat's body is not designed like yours. And that biological difference changes everything. Cats are obligate carnivores. That phrase sounds simple, but most people do not fully understand what it means. Unlike humans, cats evolved to survive almost entirely on animal protein. Their organs, digestive systems, and metabolic pathways developed very differently over thousands of years. Because of this, cats lack certain liver enzymes required to safely process specific plant compounds. And one of the most dangerous compounds for them is called thiosulfate. Garlic and onions contain highly concentrated levels of these compounds. The moment a cat consumes even a small amount, the toxin begins interacting with the bloodstream itself. At first, nothing looks wrong externally. That is what makes this so dangerous. The cat continues behaving normally while the toxin quietly attaches itself to red blood cells. Once attached, those blood cells begin to weaken and deform. The immune system then mistakes its own damaged blood cells for threats and starts destroying them rapidly in a process called hemolytic anemia. In simple terms, the cat's own body begins attacking the oxygen carrying cells it needs to survive. And when oxygen delivery collapses, every organ inside the body starts suffering. The brain, the heart, the kidneys, the lungs, everything. Essentially, the body begins suffocating from the inside. Veterinarians often describe onion and garlic poisoning as deceptive because symptoms are delayed. Many owners assume that if their cat seems fine after eating something dangerous, then everything must be okay. But that assumption becomes a fatal mistake. Sometimes the symptoms do not appear for 12 hours, sometimes even longer. And during that entire period, the internal destruction continues silently. This is why many emergency cases arrive too late. The owner did not know. The owner waited. The owner believed the cat would recover naturally. But by then, the red blood cell count has already dropped to dangerous levels. And here is where things become even more terrifying. Most poisoned cats were never intentionally fed onions or garlic directly. The poisoning usually happens indirectly. A small amount of seasoned chicken from the dinner table, a spoonful of baby food, a flavored meat broth, leftover fried rice, soup, instant noodles, sauce-covered meat scraps. Many human foods contain onion powder or garlic powder hidden inside the seasoning. And powdered forms are even more dangerous because they are highly concentrated. A tiny amount can become toxic surprisingly fast, especially for smaller cats. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder may seem insignificant to a human, but to a 5-pound cat, it can trigger severe toxicosis capable of destroying massive amounts of red blood cells within hours. And because cats are small animals, toxins spread through their systems rapidly. This is why veterinarians constantly warn owners against sharing human food casually. Not because they want to be overly strict, but because cats process food through an entirely different biological system. Your kitchen is safe for you. It is not automatically safe for them. And the most dangerous part is that cats cannot tell you when something feels wrong internally. By the time visible symptoms appear, the poisoning has usually progressed significantly. The first signs are often subtle. Your cat suddenly becomes quieter than normal, less playful, more withdrawn. They may hide under furniture, sleep longer, lose interest in interaction. At first, many owners mistake these signs for tiredness. But internally, oxygen circulation is collapsing. As the red blood cell count continues dropping, more alarming symptoms begin appearing. The gums become pale instead of healthy pink. Breathing becomes faster. The heart starts racing in an attempt to compensate for oxygen loss. Some cats develop weakness. So severe they struggle to jump onto furniture they normally climb effortlessly every day. Others begin drooling or vomiting. And in severe cases, the urine turns dark reddish-brown due to blood cell destruction happening inside the body. At this stage, the situation becomes a medical emergency. Because once oxygen deprivation begins affecting major organs, survival chances drop rapidly without immediate veterinary treatment. And yet, garlic and onions are only part of the danger hiding inside ordinary kitchens. There are other foods many owners still underestimate completely. Grapes and raisins, for example, can trigger sudden kidney failure in cats. What makes this especially terrifying is that scientists still do not fully understand the exact toxic mechanism responsible. Some cats react severely after ingesting only tiny amounts, which means there is no guaranteed safe dose. Even one raisin can become catastrophic. Then there is xylitol, a common artificial sweetener found in sugar-free gum, baked products, candy, and even certain peanut butter brands. Inside a cat's body, xylitol can trigger a dangerous insulin surge that crashes blood sugar levels rapidly. In some cases, symptoms appear within minutes. Seizures, collapse, liver failure. And many owners never suspect the sweetener because they do not even know it exists in the product they used. Even milk carries risks people rarely talk about honestly. Cartoons taught generations of people that cats love milk, but the reality is very different. Most adult cats are lactose intolerant. Their digestive systems stop producing enough lactase enzyme after kittenhood, making dairy difficult to process properly. While milk usually will not kill a cat instantly like garlic poisoning can, it often causes severe gastrointestinal inflammation, diarrhea, vomiting, and dangerous dehydration. The bigger lesson here is simple. Human food should never automatically be considered safe for cats simply because it looks harmless to us. Your cat's biology operates under entirely different rules. Protecting your cat starts with strict boundaries around food. Never assume a small taste is harmless. Always check ingredient labels carefully, especially on baby foods, broth sauces, and processed meats. Keep onions, garlic, raisin, chocolate, and xylitol-containing products sealed and stored far beyond your cat's reach. And if you ever suspect your cat has eaten something toxic, do not wait for symptoms to appear. Time matters more than most owners realize. Veterinary intervention within the first few hours is often the difference between survival and irreversible organ damage. Because your cat trusts you completely. Every bowl you place down, every treat you offer, every piece of food shared from your plate. To them, it is all an act of trust. They cannot read labels. They cannot understand toxins. They depend entirely on you to protect the world around them. And sometimes, the most dangerous threats are not outside the home. They are already sitting quietly inside the kitchen.